Welcome back to Beyond Talk, a show where we talk about all sorts of media, but...
At home. Sounds good.
Where are we right now?
To shed.
Where are we floating?
Space.
In space.
I'm only doing this for show.
Yeah?
I've actually got the real goodies in the back.
What you got?
No, I got that little something on the side.
There's not like more bottles of piss or anything.
Well, that's for me, you know. That's not yours.
Hmm.
No, I mean...
What's going on here?
Mm-hmm.
This looks like a Beyond Talk without the captain.
No.
Who gave you permission? This is my ship. Nothing goes without
Dave, man. We're just talking about King Arthur. You know?
Yeah.
There was like a shitload of films.
Yeah, the
Really good ones.
Okay, then have fun.
Okay ones. I bet King Arthur had apples like this.
like chicken wings. On the bone, drumsticks. A real man.
That reminds me. Something that I forgot. So what's your favourite King Arthur film?
First one that comes to mind is something that isn't a good King Arthur film.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to know.
It's loved by, I think, a certain generation. And it's the Clive Owen, Keira Knightley, and I don't know what his name is, but the Welsh guy from Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I was about to say Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I watched that quite recent, just to because I've never seen that one before, and it was recommended by someone. It's shot beautifully. Like,
Cool.
I remember all-star cast, no mystical or anything.
No.
Like Merlin's literally, Merlin's like
Hobo in the wood.
looks like a Native American just with his bow and arrow and stuff.
I think Hans Zimmer did the soundtrack, which obviously...
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
helped.
that's the reason, that's probably the number one reason why I like that King Arthur film, because of the wonderful soundtrack that like never goes away.
It's like what's it called? Like a guilty pleasure King Arthur than it is a good King Arthur. Like they marketed it as the historical version. He would have been a robot.
It just gets a bit boring.
But it's fun. Fights are cool. I think that's what we all go in to see a King Arthur.
No, there's
film.
there's like what 5 fight scenes or something.
And you can go from that to like a complete opposite, which is probably more watched with Richard Gere's First Night.
Richard Gere. Okay, I haven't seen this one.
It's a rom-com. It's King Arthur
That's
rom-com. Although there's one bit in it that I think everyone remembers if you've seen it. Sean Connery's King Arthur, and he has to go across this like machine thing. It's basically We're the Warrior from Raven.
Oh.
And the irony is, there's a Scottish guy, Sean Connery, at the end, being like, "You've got to pass this trial," and he's got to.
Oh, he just always pops up like.
My mum likes that one.
I'm not surprised. And then you got the TV series, and there's plenty of those. It's that Merlin thing.
I can only remember the Merlin one.
It was big.
I watched bits of it the other day. It just looks a bit weird.
It was BBC. It went on for like 9 seasons.
Yeah.
I never really watched it.
My mum likes that one too.
Why are you talking?
The upcoming films are Cursed, which is a TV series, and then you got Gawain and the Green Knight, which is like a short story, a poem actually, in the Arthurian legends. The only TV series that I think lived up to it, because Cursed is coming out now. But yeah, Camelot. It was 1 season and it got cancelled. It's like for the Firefly or Serenity version of Merlin TV show.
Storyline, yeah. Why do they
Guy
do
Ritchie.
that? Why do they? Yeah. Because Guy Ritchie takes over and does fucking shit show of a film, which I haven't seen. I haven't seen his take on it, but
Premise is he couldn't get Jason Statham, so he just got David Beckham to play Jason Statham for like 1 scene. I don't know, awful. Obviously, these new films coming out. The TV show as well, Curse, looks more mystical, more magical elements, which is kind of cool instead of realism.
I mean, yeah, that's what I missed from the director who did the 2004 King Arthur. I thought maybe without the mystical side of it, it would be more enjoyable because there's not a load of bullshit fed in your ears. But nah, I kind of wanted it. I wanted that the magic. I wanted Merlin to do a bit of that.
We've seen what they've done with him recently. I mean, now
Who's
Stanley
your favourite
Tucci.
Merlin?
Well, Stanley Tucci, isn't it?
Okay.
Because he goes and makes a bunch of Transformers fight for him like knights. I'm not even joking. I'm not. It happens. It's a
And that's why I
Transformers
stopped
movie.
watching Transformers films.
But actually, if for I guess people that love King Arthur and all that, the only one that's amazing and still holds up to this day is
Versus.
Excalibur. And it is essentially, if Lord of the Rings was 3 separate films, it feels like they made one film that felt like the entire span of Lord of the Rings.
All right.
So you know, like some films focus on Arthur being young and he gets the sword.
Yeah.
Some bits of Merlin, all this, or
The
Morgana.
knights, the round table.
They cram everything, even the Lancelot, Guinevere. Yeah, they cram all of it into one film. The Holy Grail, they put everything into one epic film. Even before he's born, they do his father and all that. I don't know how it manages.
How long is the film?
I don't know. It felt like 5 or 6 hours, but
yeah.
it apparently must have been, I don't know, 2.5 or 3. Just the you know, the effort that, not The Hobbit, but the Lord of the Rings put into costumes, makeup, things like that. They put a lot of money in the 80s into this, which is pretty cool. Running out.
It's my last apple.
Well, why are you eating apples? Just go to Tesco's.
Tesco.
Yeah, there's so many good snacks.
Do you know where we are? Can you remember?
Space.
Do you know what? There's got to be a drive-through in space.
Yeah,
Really?
Space Mackie D's.
Hey, Captain,
What?
take us to a drive-through.
What?
I'm hungry.
You're eating all the supplies! There's no drive-through in space!
This is what I got to put up with. As soon as you bring up King Arthur, I remember a film I watched when I was a kid, The Sword and the Stone. I have a lot of fond memories of this film. I was quite disturbed by, I can't remember the name of the character, the witch. I think I had a nightmare about her, basically. I was like 5 when I watched the film. This one's like just full of magic as well.
Oh yeah, it's full on crazy Merlin.
It's like
wizard beard.
My favourite Merlin as well. I know it's animation, but it's brilliant. It's funny as well. As a whole, it's a brilliant film.
Not a fan of that one. Ends too abruptly.
Merlin says a line at the end that's actually really nice. He says, "King Arthur's so great." Something like that. It's not a direct quote from the film. "King Arthur's so great, they might make a motion picture about him one day." So this was like one of the first films they made in 1963. And that was like the last line of the film, and I was like, "Oh, that's pretty sweet."
That's old.
Nice.
That's held up.
Yeah.
It's difficult because obviously there's so many elements of like King Arthur films. What are you focusing on, like the Sword and the Stone?
Yeah, we had our like more serious storylines, mystical versions, and
your Guy Ritchie geezer versions.
Geezer, crazy camera work, insane.
After having all these different iterations of all these King Arthurs and TV series, now we've got Curse coming out, which looks quite more magical. And then you've got Gawain the Green Knight, which is done by A24, so that's going to be quite grounded.
A24,
you're
really
looking more
production
excited about.
Watching the trailer for the Green Knight, did you say? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It looks quite crazy, quite ambitious. I don't know how far they're going to push it.
It is basically Tolkien-esque because Tolkien wrote a book about it, but it started off as a poem.
Okay.
But it's like Arthur's nephew, and he's meant to embody perfect like chivalric attributes.
That word.
Of a knight,
Yeah.
and he's tested throughout
Yeah.
to prove himself at the end when he meets this green giant.
Okay.
The guy off the peas and. Cursed, I think I'm curious about because at least Green Knight is 84. That's going to be good regardless.
Yeah.
Cursed. It's a Netflix show. We've seen Witcher. We saw how that went. I like Witcher, so I give them like a free pass, whatever they do.
I still haven't finished Witcher, but it was, from what I saw of it, amazing. But some of the other like mystical storylines and adaptations that are on Netflix, that never really nail it. It's all a bit too.
It's just almost there. So that's what I feel about Curse, because it's not really about King Arthur. It's about Nimue, the girl with the sword in the lake, the lady in the lake, and it's about her being like
Who's that? What character is that?
In Camelot, they do it really well.
Okay.
With the Joseph Fiennes, he chases across the lake and she freezes in the lake with his magic. Really cool scene. This is why Camelot should have been cancelled. This thing now is apparently she has the sword. She's going to be this main character written by Frank Miller.
Oh!
This is the Frank Miller series.
See? Should have said that before because I forgot. Because I'm Mel and I forget things. Before I say my favourite King Arthur film, we've got to mention Monty Python's The Holy Grail.
Oh yeah.
This has to be mentioned because it's probably the funniest King Arthur film adaptation anyway.
We need some more Monty Python-esque films nowadays. Just on anything. We should do a Monty Python
They were
Fast
doing
and
their own
Furious.
thing.
That'd be great.
Maybe we should do that.
I'm happy. That's it.
In space.
So overall, what we think? We'll go TV series and film. What is your favourite adaptation of?
Overall,
King
for
Arthur.
me, The Sword and the Stone has to be.
Okay.
Disney, Sword and Stone.
I would say King Arthur with Clive Owen, just because I think that's just cool.
It's epic, like the epic storyline.
I would maybe say the Camelot TV series had that blend of cool, like the King Arthur film, but with the Clive Owen one. But it was also kind of accurate to the Arthurian legend part of it, which I kind of liked.
That's what you always want a bit of that. You always want that.
A little balance, but like Firefly.
Should we ask him?
Yes. Hey,
Captain.
Huh?
What's your favourite King Arthur film?
Clive Owen, 2004.
Ah,
yeah.
maybe you can be friends with him. You smell good today, by the way. Did you just clean up? You smell good.
I do.
Yeah.
No, I just ended up rubbing a lot of this on me. Yeah, it's quite good.
Okay.
I don't actually eat this. This is like I've got good food in there. Let's see my good.
This is good.
Let me see.
I've got this whole stash over there, just like nuts, raisins, beautiful.
I'm so sick and tired of eating raisins. Have you guys got anything for me?
No, fruit, apples. It's such a shame. These freaking raisins.
Yeah, we ran out, man. I'm sorry.
How long is it going to take? Can we just wrap things up, yeah? You guys got shit to do. You're the engineer, you're the pilot.
You were here for like 3 hours the other night talking about that stupid game.
Conclude the episode, man. You know how to do it. Thank the audience for watching and let's get going.
I've been Mel.
I've been Cael.
David, roll the outro. I blocked my face when I did that.